Welcome back to the Random Adventures of Zero, the Hero of Time, Episode 3. We're starting off strong with some oath plate legs from Yama, and somehow we walked away with 3 splits from that 1-hour trip. Not a bad way to kick things off. That brings the collection log to 2 helms, 1 chest plate, 1 pair of legs, and 3 horns. So now, the Yama pet is the only thing standing between us and the green log. After that extremely profitable Yama trip, it was time to return to some good, honest Slayer. The game sent me over to kill a few wyverns, which also gave me the perfect opportunity to shamelessly show off my Radiant Oath Plate. Is it excessive for a basic wyvern task? Absolutely. But you don't spend all that time earning glowing armor just to leave it sitting in the bank. And then I noticed something truly incredible. There were no bots here. Not one suspicious account with 70 million range experience, a random assortment of numbers in its name, and absolutely no desire to respond to me. Just a peaceful, empty room full of wyverns waiting to be killed by an actual human being. Yo, Zero here. Quick question for you guys. Do you prefer the more polished, scripted voiceovers, or do you enjoy when I just let the ideas flow and ramble naturally? Let me know which style you prefer down in the comments, please. Alright. Back to the video. The reason I decided to finish this Slayer task instead of skipping it is really for 2 reasons. First, I'm trying to save my Slayer points so I can finally purchase the Slayer helmet with the quill upgrade. And second, there's always that tiny chance one of these wyverns decides to bless me with a draconic visage. The odds might be terrible, but a chance is still a chance. Kree'arra has always been one of those bosses that can absolutely destroy your supplies, so for this trip, I decided to try the Tumeken shadow method. The shadow works extremely well here because it multiplies the magic accuracy and damage bonuses from the rest of my gear. The downside is that magic gear is nowhere near as tanky as normal range setup, so the method is really about reducing how many attacks Kree'arra gets against me. Kree attacks every 3 ticks while the shadow attacks every 5. So after every cast, I step underneath him. This forces Kree to move before attacking again, delaying some of his attacks and reducing the overall damage I take. Protect from Missile stays on the entire fight because his range attack can hit extremely hard. His blue magic tornado can still damage me, and weirdly enough, that attack rolls against rage defense instead of magic defense. I am also freezing Flight Kalissa, a melee minion, whenever possible so I don't have her constantly beating the hell out of me while I'm trying to attack Kree. Once Kree'arra goes down, I clean up the bodyguards and use Blood Barrage to recover some health before the next spawn. So the basic method is this: pray ranged, freeze Kalissa, attack with a shadow, step underneath Kree after every cast, and then heal off the minions afterwards. Sounds pretty simple, but getting the timing down without getting absolutely shredded definitely takes a little bit of practice. Random Elite Clue opening number 1. Well, at least a Master Scroll. We'll take it. I know. After talking so much shit about this update, I'm still here. I came to try the boss, and I'll be honest with you guys. It's not that bad of a boss. I like the mechanics. I mean, it's not rewarding. Maybe on day of release, with about a 10 mil drop. Do I think the item is useless in the game? Absolutely. Other than that, whoever made this island, I think it was another RuneScape player, not an actual mod or somebody who works at Jagex. They did a pretty good job. If they did the boss, they did an amazing job. So kudos to whoever designed this. This is pretty cool. But yeah, most of the time that I'm talking shit in clan or on Discord, I'm mostly joking. I probably will eat up any update that Jagex does in the game, and I'll still try it. Yeah, don't listen to me, please. Random Elite Clue opening number 2. Let's see it. Oh. Yeah. This is why I don't do them. Wow. Farming content. Well, you guys know why I'm here. I'm also trying to chase the pet, the farming pet. I'm at 26 million XP right now, and there seems to be a 1 in 7.5k chance to obtain the pet doing seaweed runs. If I do remember while I'm playing, I'll go ahead and do them. I'm not trying too hard. Whenever I start doing tasks like this in the game, it seems like a chore. And sometimes makes me want to log off, so prefer not to do it. Elite Glue opening number 3. Hey, I got an afro. Well, at least it's a collection log. And it doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? Should I rock it? I'm joking. Bienvenidos al Teatro de Sangre. I just said, welcome to the Theater of Blood in Spanish. What do you guys think? Does it sound better in English or Spanish? Anyway, this is an affliction, what we call an high afflictioncy raid. Not to be confused with efficiency. There's Ugdimple, Zachary here, and I believe Nupple. This was a drunk raid, at least for me. So it's basically a 3-man. I am physically impaired here. I still managed to catch the freezes because I'm just that good. I will say, this is my favorite raid in the game. Has it been rewarding me? Not really. I prefer Doom for that. But every once in a while that the boys want to send a raid, this is probably the one I'm going to choose to do. It's quite fun. I'm not going to give a tutorial on this because I'm not the best topper. I'm just average, not even slightly above average, just an average topper. I know what to do, I know how to do it effectively, and that's about it. Don't ask me to be CCV specking, doing Boak, the dropping the scepter in a weird, unconventional way. No. None of that. What I can promise you when I send this raid is I won't die. And I'll get you some purples. Hopefully. I mean, if you guys want, I can explain a little bit of what's going on here. I'm doing a freeze roll, and I'm waiting for 70%, 50%, and 30% to catch the crabs that are coming on the south side, since I'm the south freezer. And yeah. You see, this is why I'm not a top mentor. I really don't know what else to say besides click boss and don't die. Alright, moving on to Bloat. I forgot to say something important. The music that's going on in the background is a metal cover of all the Theater of Blood music. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10. I hope I don't get in trouble for this, for playing it in my video. But I mean, seeing it in a positive way, I'm giving exposure to the guy, and I will be posting his music in the description box. Hopefully he doesn't get mad if he sues me. I'm sorry, bud, but I don't have any money. And yeah, enjoy. Anyway, Bloat, pre-ranged. He just drops a bunch of meat on the ground, or flesh. You could see it with the shadows. try not to get hit by them. If I die here, I'm usually PK'd, meaning somebody messed up and killed me. And yeah, just dump your specs, hit it hard, make sure to get your maximum amount of hits before it starts walking around. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Once he stops is when you can hit him. When he's walking around, you're supposed to be on the opposite side of the pillar, so he doesn't fly you, because he's the pestilent bloat. He hasn't taken a shower in years. This guy needs a soap ASAP. Anyway, I think we did a pretty good job there. No casualties. And moving on to the next room, Nilochus. A random elite clue opening has appeared. What will it be? Oh my god. A gilded axe. Hell yeah. Collection log as well. I finally got something, bro. Jesus Christ. Thank goodness. Straight to the G. Back to the Tobbingtons. Alright, so this room, since I'm a mage role, I just have to click everything that's blue. Basically, all the mage Nilochus. I know there's a method where... Actually, I don't know. I'm lying. But yeah, I guess the most efficient way to do this is probably memorize some of the waves, like those that I'm doing right there, the double freezes, avoid stalls, and all that good stuff. But I raid with different people all the time. Some people know that information, some people don't. It doesn't matter, man. Just have some fun. Unless you're doing, you're trying to go for a PB or a sub, whatever, some sort of speedrun competition, then yeah, do your homework. But when you're just raiding with the boys and you're debuffed, you took a lot of Sarah Brews, just enjoy it, man. Just click blue, click fast, and don't make your teammates suffer. That's all I'm gonna say about this room. And I guess every other role has their appropriate Nilochus that they need to kill. Melee kills the gray ones, range kills the green ones, and the other major does melee, I think, or mage as well. I'm not sure. I never do North Freeze. I'm a South Freeze tank. Hell yeah. Alright, time for the boss. You know, funny enough, I was actually teaching someone during this raid. God bless his soul. He did know I was a bit, yeah, let's not talk about it again. Anyway, he was asking me, how do you know what to switch to? I don't, and you can't. It's a bit random. I guess there's some percentage of a chance that it changes to either ranged, melee, or mage. But what I like to do, and I think this is the way to go, is that you obviously start with melee, and then you switch to whatever is your second best DPS, which is going to be ranged with a T-bow. So after I get my 2 scythe hits, I immediately switch to ranged and hope that it's going to be ranged so I can attack it immediately. If not, I'll go ahead and switch back to mage as fast as possible to try to get some hits in, and then switch back to my first option as the highest DPS possible, which is melee. Yeah, this is mostly a guessing game, but you just have to react fast if you mess up to try to get your armor back on and attack it with the right style. Alright, let me crack open a cold one here. Cold Celsius, that is. I'm gonna let you guys in an insider secret here. My KD ratio should definitely be studied here. I rarely die, and I'll tell you guys why. Yes, here in this video. So if you know somebody that dies a lot in this room, please send them this video. send him this exact timestamp and tell him to pay attention and lock in. The reason why a lot of people die here is because they're only focusing on their balls. Yes, you heard me right. They're only focusing on their balls. And they're not able to see any other balls that are going towards him. So they'll just eat them all. You have to pay attention to at least the people beside you. Of course, the balls that you're not going to see are the ones... I'm sorry. Are the ones from the person that's completely opposite of you. Or diagonally. Yeah, diagonal of you. However you say that. You have to pay attention to everybody because those are the balls that go underneath Sodaseg and you're not able to see them, and all of a sudden you just eat them all. So don't be a ball eater here. Be a team player, dump your specs when you need to, and pay attention to all the balls so that you don't eat them. 0 out. Now, time for the easiest boss in the raid. What's the name again? It's Maiden, Bloat, Sodaseg, Sarpus. There we go, Sarpus. Alright, so Sarpus, I can't explain what I'm doing here because it's actually quite complicated. I believe this is the 5-tick scythe. I'm not really a nerd when it comes to explaining what I'm actually doing. I just feel like I have a good rhythm, and I guess I just learn it naturally, and I can't really explain what I'm doing. But for people that are usually not that experienced and not doing a melee method here, doing a range method, get on the corners of the room. Every time it looks at you, walk 2 tiles away so that the poison splat, so that it doesn't land on you, one, and you're not on top of it anymore, and you can safely... I believe the guy on the northwest side is doing it there. Boog Dimple. Shout out to the king. He's doing really good. As you can see, he's positioning the poison splats 1, 2, 3, 2 tiles away from each other so that they don't mess anybody else's melee rhythm or melee space, or just in case another ranger is there, so it also doesn't mess any of their spots. Anyway, after that phase is done, this is the phase that a lot of people die. There's usually a cycle that you need to get here, I guess 2-2-1-2-1 when it comes to your hitting. I'm not doing it because I'm kind of a scaredy cat here and I don't like dying here, but yeah, just hit it when it's not looking towards your tile. That's all I can say here. If you're on time, you can get 2 hits, sometimes 1, depends on the cycle that you are in your sight cycle. And yeah, just keep on living on. After making this video, I'm realizing I probably won't ever make a guide on anything. That is not going to be the type of content I'm going to do. Or maybe in the future, but I definitely need to study what I'm actually doing. This is one of the raids that I have the most KC in. Everything is almost kind of like muscle memory to me, that if somebody asks me what I'm actually doing, I probably will have a hard time explaining it. I don't even know why I offer to teach some of these raids sometimes. But I mean, at least I'll protect you, and I'll carry you to victory. That I can assure you. Whether you'll learn something, that's a different story. But yeah, for next time I should probably come a bit prepared or read up on it a little bit more to actually know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, P1, Verzik. For beginner, I guess make sure to notice your orb order. Since I'm the South Freeze, I'm the first one, so I'm going to be the first one specking. Then the second one is Numpel, or you could see it in the N in the orbs. Third one is Zack, and then fourth is Boog Dimple. Everyone specs twice and drops the staff behind the pillar, and you give it to the other person who's next. don't mess up the Ord Warder. It'll mess up your whole team. And yeah, it's something you need to learn as a beginner. Here, yeah, like I said, I'm the worst guide maker in history. But I mean, hit boss. Try not to get hit by the pumpkins, the green pumpkins. I think I was trying to teach a guy of the scythe walk here. What I do is that I click whenever I see the fumes. I click on the fumes and then I immediately click back on the boss. And that is the rhythm that you should get to not lose any ticks while you're scything. With a whip, it's a little bit different. There's a P2 Verzik simulator that I'll post in the description so you guys can practice if you haven't done this boss or you need some practice with this boss. But yeah, that's it. There's a couple of advanced methods here, like I believe it's called Boak, where it's that blue tile that I have highlighted. You go back and forth to somehow make the crab spawn in a certain position, and you can easily pop them. But I forgot. I haven't done this raid in a while, and I was really impaired here, so just bear with me. Alright, we're almost done, guys. I know you've been loving the guide, and I will send videos to everyone so they can learn how to do top effectively in 2026. And please vote for me for the golden, the golden gnome for the best guide maker in history. Alright, P3. If you're not tanking, I really don't know why I was freezing them. Probably just to make it easier for my teammates. If you're not tanking, just hit the boss. Hopefully your tank knows what he's doing and doesn't melee you like right there, and I died. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. I said I never died and now I have to edit this out of the video. God. Random master clue opening. Let's see what we got. Nothing. A blue firelighter. Holy. Master clue opening number... question mark. I forgot already. Oh wow, 454k. Okay, we'll take those. I won't cry, I promise. Whoa, 20 some minutes. Finally. I'm getting a little bit better at this. I hope. Let me know in the comments, guys, please. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Show it to your mom. Maybe she can do top one day. And I can take her and show her around. Anyway, this is my goodbye. Thank you for taking the time to watch me play a game. Yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I already said that. And hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if you guys prefer for me to be reading over a script, making this a little bit more structured, or just randomly, speaking my mind off the dome type of vibe. And yeah, let me know, please, in the comment section right now. Just drop something in there. And well, this is going to be the ending of episode 3 of the Random Adventures of Zero, the Hero of Time. See you guys around. Good luck. And thank you, Gagix, for making this beautiful game.